All right, you guys, we need to talk a little bit more about the mental health crisis going on in America. There was some recent news over the weekend that PGA Tour winner, two-time PGA Tour winner, Grayson Murray, unfortunately took his own life after withdrawing from a PGA Tour event last weekend. And it just obviously rocked the golf community and made headlines all over. And I've made probably, I think, 2 videos now on the mental health crisis and things you can do to improve your mental health, with just trying to share my experience. And I don't try to tell anybody what to do. I'm just trying to spread awareness around this issue with depression, anxiety, mental health in general, alcohol abuse, drug abuse. It all kind of coincides, works hand in hand. And I want to spread awareness while sharing my story a little bit, where I've told my viewers that, I'm one of the lucky few that was able to overcome addiction and overcome my mental health struggles that came with that. And so many people just never really get out of that funk, never really heal from the things that triggered their addiction in the first place, which just leads to, or it leads to mental health struggles, or mental health struggles before you start depending upon a drug or alcohol to deal with those. So anyways, this is, it's heartbreaking that here you have a 30-year-old rising PGA Tour star, 2-time winner. He's having a pretty good season so far as well. Just succumb to his mental battles. And imagine the mental state you would have to be in order to take your own life. It's unthinkable. And I think that we just need to spread more awareness around this. And it's not always enough to just say that, reach out to somebody if you're struggling, or call this number if you're struggling. It's like, that's not gonna do it. Anybody that's dealing with mental health issues or addiction or any of that, most of them are not gonna reach out. And I can tell you that from experience, especially someone who, Grayson had issues with alcohol abuse. So did I. You don't reach out to someone when you're struggling with alcohol. That's just not the mentality. That's not how it goes. It's typically we run ourselves into the ground so deep that we just can't go any further, and then we'll seek help. And unfortunately, in a lot of cases, that results in death. And that's why I say that. That's why I make these videos, because I'm one of the lucky ones that I never got there. I tried. I got in a pretty bad car accident, a single car accident, just by myself, from drinking and driving, and that was like my wake-up call. I walked away pretty much uninjured, unbelievably so. I have no idea how. I'm just very lucky, so I feel like I have to put out this content. I have to share this. And for any of you struggling, number one, I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but I'm going to tell you that just getting sober, just stopping the smoking weed, or stop whatever your drug of choice is, alcohol, that's not going to cut it. You have to change your life. You have to make a decision and stick to it. I know it sounds so simple, but it's not. It's very simple, but it's very hard to do. You have to make a decision. And my life really started to change about 2 years after I got sober, 2.5 years after I got sober, where I went all in on developing myself, developing into a better version of myself. And I'm going to put it to you this way. This is The simplest way I could put it is that if we all could develop ourselves to a level where we could wake up in the morning and look in the mirror and you could say, wow, like I am proud of that person, right? That is everything right there. It doesn't matter who you are. You could be Michael Jordan or you could be just some nobody. But if you developed yourself to a level, mind, body, and soul, where you wake up in the morning, you look in the mirror and you're like, God damn, I respect that person. Like, look at me. That is where we want to go. There's not one way to do it. I've talked about the way I do it is it's my diet. I am in a bad mood if my diet is not spot on and my workouts are not spot on and I'm working on something around my mindset, whether that's reading a quote book, whatever it is. Those are the things that work for me and a lot of other people, okay? There's no one way, like I'm saying. Just do whatever it is you need to do to get you in that mindset where you have 100% total respect and admiration for yourself. Your whole life will change once you figure this out, and others will see it in you. And then respect, admiration will come from others because you already have it for yourself. This is the answer. I hope this reaches a bunch of you and hopefully strikes a chord with some of you that are struggling with your mental health and just trying to spread awareness around this. So reach out to me if you need anything. Love to help you guys out.